Hi, I'm Brittany, and in this video I want to talk about what it means to have your North Node in Aquarius. So what is the North Node? It is where our soul is going. It's what experiences we've chosen in this lifetime that will make us feel good, like we're fulfilling our soul's purpose or our higher path. And the North Node is always opposite the South Node. And the South Node is what's really comfortable to us. It's what we've done a lot of, and it's the natural mode of expression, but ultimately if we stay there it leads to stagnation and we don't feel like we're growing. So ultimately we're learning to balance the north and south nodes. I don't believe in fully abandoning the south node. I feel like we need to develop those qualities as well and get really strong and feel good about ourselves in those, and that's when we can really shine towards our north node. Okay, so people with the North Node in Aquarius, this means they have the South Node in Leo. So these are the real rock stars. These people inwardly feel that they are famous or royalty, and if you believe in past lives, there could have been past lives of, yeah, being royalty or famous or rock stars or just ruling the world, kind of. So they come into this lifetime sort of feeling like they should be ruling the world, like they know what's best, like they're rock stars, which can be a good thing. They're very strong in themselves and they have a lot of light shining from within. They're hugely creative and they like to be noticed for this. They'd like to get up on a stage, they like to give a speech, they feel good in doing those activities where they personally shine. But ultimately they're moving away from this and they're moving towards, they can still shine, but only when it's benefiting the group. Okay, and this is a very important and significant nodes placement to have because everybody says we're moving into the age of Aquarius. Okay, so when you have your north node in Aquarius, you're meant to help usher in this new age. And when you're shining your light, which you will do naturally because your south node is in Leo, so you feel fabulous and you want to show it off, if you can do so in such a way that is benefiting everybody and not just your own personal ego, your light and your presence is going to help awaken others and bring everybody on this new path of towards the age of Aquarius, which is going to bring everybody into their own sense of power and into a sense of detached connectedness with all of humanity and sort of a universal love. Okay, but usually with the south node in Leo, the north node in Aquarius, you're going to come into this life a little bit too centered in the personal will, a little bit too focused on the self, a little bit too much thinking that you're God and you should be ruler of the world and everybody should treat you like that. And yeah, these people have huge egos and they do not like to be told what to do, and they feel like other people should listen to them. And there can be a lack of logical reasoning with this one. They're so centered in their heart, which can be good, but if their heart is coming from a place that is not unconditional love, that's maybe they aren't loving themselves enough or something, they can actually be quite domineering in situations. They especially like to dominate around the domestic scene, around home with their lovers and close friends and family. They want to be the ruler, right? But what they're really learning is to connect with their higher mind and connect with what's good for all of us and not just for themselves. And they can actually go through quite a few heartbreaks in this lifetime because this is it's like the ego needs to be shot down a little bit with this one. Like they're gonna have to go through experiences where people don't take them that seriously or where they do get their heart broken a lot because they're coming to this understanding of being one with everybody and that they're not an island in themselves and they're not the ruler of the world. They're meant to come to this place where yes, they feel good about themselves, they shine and everything, but they're helping others to shine as well. And they can really do that and be very good at making other people see their own divine qualities because they feel that they themselves are gods, if they can realize that we all have the potential to be gods in our own life, that is when they are really growing into their North Node and helping people. So they need to come out of their self-focus and focus on what is good for the group. And if they do that, they will be successful. But a lot of times they're going to focus, a lot of them are going to feel like they want to be famous, or they want to be recognized in this life for some personal achievement. But it will be harder, not impossible, but it'll be harder for them to succeed in this way unless what they're doing is benefiting everybody. So rather than being a rock star, if they're teaching a class on how to be a rock star for everybody, that's where they're going to be more successful. Do you see what I mean? So it's just coming out of that personal self only into that helping everybody. And that's when they're going to feel better too, because they're going to find that when they do focus only on themselves, it doesn't bring them the happiness and the joy that they think it will, because that's the South Node. They need to come into their North Node. And they can really have a great talent for seeing what the world needs and what is going to be good for everyone. And so they can be great inventors and like geniuses ahead of their time. When they come out of that South Node and into that North Node, these are the real ahead of their time geniuses, forward-thinking people. And they're really good with groups. They can be great leaders of groups, and actually focusing on groups is what they need to be doing. They will really shine in a group situation when they come out of themselves and just focus on everybody and what can benefit everybody. So yeah, that's a little bit about North Node in Leo. Or no, sorry, North Node in Aquarius. And these are really fun people though, and they do shine, but when they're focusing on themselves only, they can really drive other people nuts, because yeah, and there's a lot of focus on self-gratifying through the partner, and they need to focus on what's good for everybody. And naturally they're gonna start doing this pretty early on. You'll see sort of the battle between self and others. But okay, this is not the same as the Aries South Node and Libra North Node, where we're actually coming out of only focusing on self and coming into focusing on a partner. It's not like that. It's more of coming out of a focus on our own creative abilities only, and then helping everybody else see their own uniqueness as well, if that makes sense. Anyways, yeah. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope that made some sense, and goodbye.